What's your message to Melburnians watching this, people out of regional Victoria?
Gyms in Melbourne, you've just got to open. You've got to just take the chance and do it, because look at us out here in regional Victoria, and we got 0.5 rolling cases over the 14 days. In fact, even less. Where I am in Wellington, we haven't had a case in about 4 months, and you're never going to get to open. If we're waiting for the end of this COVID thing or Dan Andrews to say it's okay, you're not going to open before the end of the year, maybe not even later. And we're all going to be restricted if we don't do something now.
I'm here in Sale, which is a small country town about 220 kilometres from Melbourne. How you going, mate? You alright?
Yeah, good.
Just the permits?
Yep. And where are you headed to?
To Sale.
To Sale. And moving, are you?
Sorry?
Are you moving?
No, just coming in, yeah.
No dramas. And that one. Easy done. Have a good day.
Thanks, mate. It's got a population of about 15,000. Now, the reason why I'm here is that we're at Sale CrossFit, where the owner here has announced that next Saturday he plans to open his doors in defiance to Dan Andrews' lockdown restrictions.
I'm going to be opening on Saturday, have an open day for everybody in the community.
If you think he's alone, he's not. Since Dan Andrews' announcement, his roadmap to nowhere yesterday, we've been inundated at iwillopen.com.au with businesses telling us they plan to open. I came here first because I think it's important for Melburnians to hear from regional Victoria.
Melbourne, like, you're behind us. You know, if this is where we're at and we're 3.5 hours away from you in a small little country town, you guys are, no matter what you keep getting told, he's not going to do it for you.
If the police rock up on Saturday, what are you going to say to them?
Look, I'll be polite. I've got nothing wrong with them doing what their job is. It's a bit unfortunate they've got to do the job, but this is what it is. I think
Will you give them a 2-week free trial?
The police, they can come in for free. Yeah.
There you go. You had
We
that
need
here
to keep
first.
them strong and healthy. But I'm also going to keep going. I'm going to keep going.
So they tell you to shut down, you're just going to keep going?
Yeah. I spent $10,000 on my contact tracing system and the cleaning and hygiene systems. Social distancing can all be managed. I have 350 square metres. Gyms can do this safely. We've been shown to be one of the safest industries worldwide, and all the statistics from the UK and America support this. Victoria is the only one doing. All the other states are going. You know, New South Wales has more cases than we do now, and their gyms are going, and there's not one case being reported from a gym in New South Wales.
What would your message be to Dan Andrews?
It's hard. He's got a hard job, but the thing is, he's not taking small businesses into account.
Were you disappointed yesterday, or were you expecting the announcement not to include gyms at all?
No, I was really disappointed. You know, I'm a pretty positive guy. I like to stay hopeful, but it was really hard. And then I listened to the whole thing. I sat there listening because there was no mention of gyms, and that I got angry and frustrated. And then one of the reporters asked him about gyms, and he turned around and said we were unsafe. And I just had to turn off and walk away.
They are, sadly. This is a high-risk environment. That's not my opinion. That's not a matter of that I've come up with. That's the international evidence. That's the public health advice. We've gone further in relation to outdoor, but it's a very challenging environment, and it's one of those things where no one's taking any joy out of that. But it is very difficult when something's just by its very nature. This is no disrespect or any reflection on the owner or the person who operates it, but when something is by its very nature in a really innate unsafe, because of, like, in the context of this virus, it's really hard to make it safe. You can't. It's kind of binary.
There's no stats to support what he's saying, but he's done this not just with the gyms, but data after data after data. The curfews he had, there was no backing for that. He just said he made that up. The hotel quarantine, like, he's lying constantly to try and cover what he thinks is the best thing, and these are his ideas. I need to set an example for the fitness industry, and I need to sort of just get the message out there that we can do this safely. And if that means demonstrating that when the police come in, when I open, and they see everybody socially distancing, everyone maintaining their spaces, cleaning their equipment and doing it right, hopefully that gets some attention and shows that, look, give us a chance. I can't even train one person in there. You know what I mean? I could stand at one end of the gym and yell at them to do what they're supposed to do, and I'm not allowed to do that.
Now, most importantly, how'd you get those arms? Pubs in this area at the moment, are they allowed patrons?
Up to 40 people now.
Up to 40 people. So up to 40 people can be here, but you can't have one in here.
Yeah. Yeah, and some pubs in town are actually smaller than my space.
What do you think is better for people and more necessary? A pub at the a beer at the pub, which I am a big advocate for,
Yeah.
but or coming here a couple times a week.
Oh, look, everyone I know is going to enjoy a beer after a footy game, you know. But, I mean, from a health perspective, we're the protective factor. You know, the people who are regularly going to pubs and clubs, they're probably more likely to be in the sick and at risk category. Whereas people that are coming here regularly are going to be on the other end of that. Even the older people are going to be able to fight off that by staying fitter, healthier, more aware of their diet.
What about people like me that do both?
Well, we've got to have a bit of both, don't we?
I'm good at both. What are you hoping after Saturday? What are you hoping is going to happen?
Look, I'm hoping we sort of get ignored by the police and they say, look, just let it go. I don't see that happening. But I hope other gyms sort of see what we're doing and decide that this needs to be done, and I can start providing a service for my community again. You know, we've got so many people I see every day as a coach who keep asking me when we're going to open and when we're going to be able to get them back in the gym, and I can't give them an answer, and that's the hardest bit. How's your fitness?
Let's find out. What's chin-ups?
Chin-ups? Can you do chin-ups?
I could try.
We can try.
Competition. All right, here.
Yeah, you go there and I'll go here.
You're going to count them? All right.
Ready?
Let's go.
Should be fun.
1. So I've had to cut it there because I won.
Yeah. We'll give it to him.
Why now? Why have you decided for next Saturday to suddenly open?
Look, I actually said something to my community last week about it, and I thought, look, I'm going to wait until he gives us his easing on restrictions on Sunday, because he said there's going to be big changes, especially for regional Victoria. We can expect these big changes. So I thought, cool, surely now, because we've done everything right. We've done everything right. We've done our job. And then on Sunday, he didn't even give us an inkling. And if I don't do it now, do I just keep waiting? Do I just wait until Christmas when I can't put presents in my kids' stockings? No. It's time to take some action and just do something.
So is this your last chance for this business?
I think so. If we don't get up and running again, then it may have to be selling everything and closing it up, because I can't keep going along like this.
So if you're also a small business that plans to open in defiance to the lockdown, let us know at iwillopen.com.au and we will tell your story.
I bought the gym in January, and so then at that point we had all the bushfires coming through, and so a big component of the gym is military and emergency services, and so they had to go off and fight them, so we lost some time there. Affected the business pretty drastically, plus all the tourism. People couldn't travel around, people were blocked in, coming and going, so a lot of members were locked up in other areas and couldn't get back here to train. So not only did we have the bushfires, and that was January when I bought the place, and then come March, and ever since then pretty much on lockdown.
And no help? No help from Andrews?
No help from Andrews.
If you like that report you just saw, make sure to like it, press the little button at the bottom there, let people know you love it, and then share it, and subscribe to Rebel News on YouTube now.